What's going on, guys? Xtimus here. Today I'm going to be talking about exactly how Blizzard makes roughly $250,000 every time they do a massive ban wave in Diablo 2. There's been a lot of controversy surrounded around Blizzard for several years about how they might be avoiding fixing the bots, and even as far as saying Blizzard created some of the duping methods, or simply just saying they don't want to fix the hacks in the game. Either way, Blizzard profits off the black market item trade. The simple way to explain this is that item selling websites purchase a large amount of copies of Diablo 2, so they can run as many bots as they can to obtain more items to sell. So every time Blizzard does a massive ban wave, those same item selling websites will then repurchase more copies of the game, so they can continue selling items on the internet. Not only that, but on top of those accounts, there are hundreds of casual players that bot on their own personal accounts. On my first Diablo 2 video, I showed that the Battle.net servers had close to 3,000 players online without the bots active. Now on this date, where bots are active, it shows about 16,000 players online. Now say if Blizzard were to do a ban wave and you compared the bots and real players with these numbers, they would roughly ban 13,000 CD key accounts. With the game and the expansion, one account would cost $20. If those 13,000 accounts that were banned repurchased the game, Blizzard would obtain about $260,000. As I said before, this is a rough estimate and it could be more and it could be less. Now there's no real way to know how Blizzard approaches this, but many players speculate that Blizzard likes the bots and item selling websites because obviously they profit off of it. I asked David Brevik during a stream about why Blizzard can't get rid of the bots, and he just said bots are extremely hard to detect. I'm no expert behind this, but I've heard similar things from modders and programmers as well. Jesse Powell was the co-founder and CEO of Loot.com and D2Legit.com. These were some of the top selling item websites for Diablo 2. You can see on his LinkedIn profile, it shows Loot offered services for virtual currency, items, power leveling accounts, and characters. He is now a Bitcoin enthusiast and co-founder and CEO of Kraken FX, which is a Bitcoin exchange. Kraken is also linked to Loot.com, and you can see this when you try and click on old Diablo 2 item selling links from their website. Jesse had a large scale of blog posts for several years about Diablo 2 and Blizzard. He says Loot reported numerous Diablo 2 bugs and how to fix them, and very few have been patched and for the most part ignored, is what he says. Now I would assume most of the bugs he reported were to fix hacked items that would make item selling websites less profitable, such as hacked items like Hex Charms and Aussie Rings. Because if these hacked items are floating around Battle.net and easy to obtain, not too many players would actually be buying items from their websites. So it is a real possibility he did report bugs because he definitely made enough money to pay people off to fix them or to find them. There are many different accusations from many players in the community about Blizzard's involvement in Diablo 2 hacks. Some also speculate that Blizzard employees could have been paid off by the item selling websites. This is to reveal and create new exploits such as duping methods. Take note that many of these instances began to take place after Blizzard North shut down, and a new legacy team was hired for Blizzard. This will be quite a long series of videos where we talk about some of the black market history in Diablo 2.